जवानी सोया एक घुमाओ पास सोचे अब तू क्या पाया क्या खोया बचपन की यादें अभी जवानी सोया एक घुमाओ पास सोचे अब तू क्या पाया क्या खोया देख नहीं है अब भी बंद ये उसका नाम से बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 तेरी मम्मी राम मम्मी राम रोम रोम में राम रे राम सिमर ध्यान लगाओ तो जगत में राम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम राम बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम राम राम
Sitaram, it has been a pleasure to be in this Mandir this morning. I live here for 42 years, right around the corner, but I attend my own Mandir. So my nephew from Florida, Pandit Sarva, brought me out here today. And we are happy to have him here in New York. So I know we will enjoy his sermon. So welcome to New York, Pandit Sarva.
Everybody at Tika, you know the lyric I missed. Let me show you. You do so?
Join me in this bhajan if you can.
That's supposed.
चलो श्याम सुंदर से मिलने सुदामा जब से हुए मंदिर हरे चलो श्याम सुंदर से मिलने सुदामा जब से हुए मंदिर हरे हरे कृष्णा राम हरे कृष्णा राम हरे कृष्णा राम चलो श्याम सुंदर से मिलने
appropriate song. Like this Mandir is Sudama Mandir. Mandir.
How we get one more song?
One more Sudama song.
Also, I was also drafted Pandit Savanan from New Jersey to come here. I know him from long as a small boy. And I think some of my people from LBI is here. I'm from LBI, East Coast Emerald.
सुमिरन करे मेरे मना धीरे बीते उम्र हरी नाम बिना रे सुमिरन करे मेरे मना धीरे बीते उम्र हरि नाम बिना रे सुमिरन करे मेरे मना मेरे बीते उम्र हरि नाम बिना रे सुमिरन करे मेरे मना
Sitaram devotees. Just very quickly, my name is Mahendra Hariraj, and Pandit Sarva has been instrumental in my life. Pandit Sarva has been instrumental in my life, and I'm very honored to be asked the privilege of introducing him and share a little bio, impromptu, I may say. Pandit Sarva Dayal Bisun Dayal, a fourth-generation Pandit, is the son of Pulmat Bisun Dayal and the late Pandit Shastri Bisun Dayal. Pandit Bisun Dayal was born in Annandale, East Coast, Demerara, Guyana, to a highly respected family. His late Nana Sadhu Narayan Pitam and late great Nana Pandit Bechu Sukul Maharaj. He was trained under the guidance of his father, the late Pandit Shastri Bisun Dayal, late Pandit Sama Prasad, and the late Professor H.S. Harish. Pandit Bisun Dayal is involved in Hinduism widely, as he has performed in several religious and musical engagements across the Caribbean, Canada, and the United States. He has accompanied Sri Hariom Sharan, Anup Jalota, and many other musically. Pandit Bisun Dayal brings great experience to both the spiritual and musical world. A humble devotee indeed, he is currently studying the Ramcharitmanas to uplift Hinduism, Dharma, wherever he goes. He brings bliss to everyone with his melodious voice, devotion. Without further ado, he is presenting Pandit Sarva Bisun Dayal.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की। हर हर महादेव। Shall we all clasp our hands? वीणाधरे विपुलमङ्गलधानशीले भक्तार्तिनाशिनी विरञ्चि हरीश वन्दे कीर्तिप्रदे अखिलमनोरथदे महादे विद्याप्रदायिनी सरस्वती विद्या प्रदायिनी कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयानपिन्दे भवं भवामि सहितं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते नारायणी नमस्तुते। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा। Everybody back to your place. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, आज हम भक्ति से नाम ले बनकर आपको चरणों में आए हैं। आपको हृदय में धारण कर हम अपने मन और आत्मा को पवित्र बनाते हैं। आपकी शरण में रखकर हम अपने दुर्गुणों को दोनों चाहते हैं। हे दीन बंधु, कृपा सिंधु प्रभु, आपके ऊपर श्रद्धा और विश्वास रखकर कृपा से हम इस भव सागर को सुख पूर्वक पर कर सके। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। मातर पिता, भाई और बहनों, भक्तजनों, विप्र मंडली, this morning I take this opportunity to share a continuation of a beautiful story that started in Fort Lauderdale, Florida a couple months ago. I've been asked not to stop the story. The power of love and faith in a relationship that gives the greatest friendship in life. The deity that connects with love is a wonderful celestial energy. A love that is priceless to the divine. A love that is priceless to Sudama. A love that is compassionate. A love that is valued. Singing the name of the Lord is one of the most significant devotion of the 9 forms that we assemble here this morning. What do we sing? We'll start with chanting a beautiful song. I would like everybody, if you can clap at least, sing if you know the song. There is nothing wrong in expressing your devotion this time. Irfan, you have a mic? Krishna Krishna Guru Krishna Radhe Radhe Bolo Krishna. Let me hear everybody. Krishna Krishna Bolo Krishna Radhe Radhe Krishna Krishna. One more time. Krishna Krishna Bolo Krishna Radhe Radhe He Bolo Krishna. Everybody, let's clap for the drummer. Guy Dallas joining us from New York, Guyana originally. Greetings to everybody from Trinidad, everybody from Guyana. from New York, and everywhere where you come from, we bring love to you in the name of Sudama Mandir. Krishna Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Bolo Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Bolo Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Bolo Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Bolo Krishna. माया के तोप के ताले, श्री राम से प्रीत लगाए, मन मर दिल में ज्योति जगा ले, मिट जाएगी कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, राधे राधे, बोलो कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, राधे राधे, बोलो कृष्ण। बंसी के धूल में खो जाले, मोहन मोरारी का हो जाले। बंसी के धूल में खो जाले, मोहन मोरारी का हो जाले। कंधेरा बन जाए बंसी, कंधेरा जल जाए बंसी, गाए कृष्ण कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, राधे राधे, बोलो 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 कृष्ण, राधे राधे, बोलो कृष्ण, राधे राधे, बोलो कृष्ण। प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। Mothers and fathers, our meeting today has been very instrumental through a sister of Hindu Sanatana Dharma, Sali Ramrup. Sali, thank you for inviting us. Before we start, we want to take this opportunity of doing a couple lines of Ramayan Sumiran, for we cannot move forward in our adhyay if we do not give oblation to Ganapati. So shall we all do a couple lines of Ramayan Sumiran. Gananayak Karivar Bhadana, Karivar Bhadana. Gananayak Karivar Bhadana, Karivar Bhadana. Jo subira kasidi hoye rana, jo subira kasidi hoye rana. Karau anurah hoye rana. want to lead you into a beautiful story that I have here to share with you in the name of Bhagwan Shiva. Happens to be one of the three main wedding ceremony. We had a beautiful wedding here yesterday. Engagement. Happens to be one of the three main marriage ceremony in our Dharma Shastras. Anybody can name what are the three main weddings? The first one I'll give you, Ram and Sita. The second one, Shiva and Parvati. Radhe Krishna. Great answer, but not a correct answer. So we'll leave that for you to ponder, leave it for you to wonder. So we will get into this part. Brahma, Lord Indra, Bhagwan Vishnu assembled together, and devotion brought their prayer to ask Bhagwan Shiva that they would like to see him to get married after the burning and the death of his previous wife, that was Sati. And in this story, first thing happened, they pondered, they wanted to know how he would respond, knowing him, he used to be a very moody guy, moody person. And as they asked, immediately, he said, so be it. Eventually, the Saptarishis who were standing outside, intimidated by fear as to how he would have trained them in submission, they jumped in into joy and they celebrate with Brahma and Vishnu and Bhagwan Indra. Minutes after, they eventually went directly into the home of Himavan. I'm giving you a backdrop of the story so we can get to where we are. And they made arrangement, they informed Parvati Ma, and she consented. She said Shiva has always been her prey. Eventually now, the father-in-law Himavan went and set up a shed of everything, and everybody would have come together, and they set up for this big bariat. This bariat came, fast forward and again, dressed in all kind of garb, with a whole tribe of Lord Shiva. When he arrived, even his mother-in-law did have a challenge in how he was dressed. And when you think you have problem with your mother-in-law, Shiva had to. So, fast forward and again, they decide eventually that the mother-in-law is going to partake and get them to do the wedding. And in this wedding, the Sapta Rishis sat there, the Rishis and Munis sat there, just like how you sat there, being this audience of Shiva, being this audience of Parvati and Himavan family right in the mountainside. This here is in the city side of New York. And this is what happens as we sing Doha. The underlining word here is Ganapati. At the directions of the sages, both Shambhu and Bhavani, in this offering of this Vivaha Sanskar, one of the 16 Sanskars that we will perform in our lifetime. We start from Garvaran Sanskar and Antishti Sanskar within their 14s. They're 14. Vivaha Sanskar, the sages, both Shambhu and Bhavani, worship Ganapati. Let no one be perplexed on hearing this, because remember that the manifestations have existed from time without beginning. So the mother and the father offer prayers to the son in the celestial form of Ganapati. The underlining word here in the second line say puji. Puji means to do, literally to do puja. When we do puja to the first deity as prescribed by the mother. To do pran pratishta is Ganapati. For your protection at every footstep that you make, every mile that you drive, and every mile that you fly. This is why we do puja to Ganapati. How this puja is being done? Where was it worshipped? Who shared their darshan? Who shared the prescription? The guru. Where the information is prescribed in the sanskar. In the first line in Shiva Chalisa it says, Jai Ganesh Girija Suvan Mangala Moola Sujan Braj Mohan Karate Vinay Dev Abhaya Varadan. First line again in Shiva Chalisa is say you play oblation first to Ganapati. When you have a car, what we do, we will bless this car with a nice little Ganapati, little Murti at the dashboard. When you go into your home, the first thing, just you open your door on your right hand side, Ganapati is suggested for you to have an image of him for your personal protection. For not only you when you come in, especially in the night time, but also for anybody who comes to your home. This is the energy that Bhagavan Shiva is prescribing here. And what happens? A beautiful song. I'll do praises of these songs for you. गणेश पूजा करते पूजा करते पूजा बनाएंगे गणेश पूजा करते पूजा करते पूजा बनाएंगे देवी दर्शन शिव दर्शन गुरु का प्रचार का संसार का प्रचार का करो नारे करो मनुष्य कन्या पाएंगे मनुष्य कन्या पाएंगे मनुष्य कन्या पाएंगे करो नारे भजना मनुष्य कन्या पाएंगे गणलो नारे भजना मनुष्य कन्या पाएंगे गणेश पूजा धरती पूजा अग्नि पूजा बनाएंगे देवी दर्शन शिवा दर्शन गुरु का प्रचार का संस्कार का प्रचार के it says we do Ganesh puja dharti puja agni puja is mandatory in every puja that we do Devi darshan receive the blessings from Devi Ma from Shiva. The guru is the person who shared this prachar and everything is in accordance to our sanskar. And as this wedding continues to bring to a closure, I want to share the value of relationship. A value that is priceless, a value which in every city we go, we learn that somebody have a challenge. We learn that somebody have a difference and they decide to walk away or they get upset and they get angry. If I were to ask my mom how many years she survived, I don't know if she's in the house. Is she here? 65 years before my dad passed away in 2015 in Liberty here. My mom, my mother-in-law, another 60-something years. For many of us, the youngsters, what's happening? We have to share the love. We have to understand each other. This marriage, Bhagavan Shiva and Parvati, continue to share with us. I hope it makes sense to you because this is the power of how we keep the faith, how we keep the love, how we receive the blessings from above. करहु सदा शंकर करहु सदा शंकर puja. Pad means the feet. Shankar means feet of Lord Shiva. Puja means to do puja. Simple line to share with us. The mother now giving consent and counseling to the daughter as this wedding is about to finish, and she's about to leave her domain in Himavan palace to go to Kailash. The mother says, offer always worship the feet of Shankar. This is the duty of a wife. For her husband is a deity. For her husband is her deity. And what do we say? Your wife speaking to him now. You are my Mandir. You are the one that I will do puja to. You are my Devata. You are my Devata and nobody else. Bhagwan Shiva, in that moment, in the presence of the mother and the father, while they're giving darshan before they leave, smiled at her. For the men, this is what is required of us. Why is it? Bhagwan Shiva looks at her, smile, and reply to Parvati Ma. तेरा प्यार पूजा है, तेरे सेवा को मेरा पूजा है। साथी तेरा प्यार पूजा है, तेरी सेवा को मेरा Shiva reassuring his wife, as all of us will do to our wives, that Sati, you are my life partner. There is no one else better than you. There is no one else but you. And this is what Shiva reassuring. As a matter of fact, in the Shiva Mahapuran, in the Rudra Samhita, a definition is documented in several slokas as to the etiquette of a woman or a wife and a spouse, as being a celestial energy, being the dharmapatni of your home. And this is where we can get guidance to understand what is the decorum of a woman, what is the decorum of a wife, what is the responsibility, and equally important, what is the responsibility of a husband. Doha brings me to this one. In the presence of this, while this is done, Parvati Ma sings to her husband, Bhagwan Shiva recites, reciprocated. The father and the mother is about to bid farewell to this husband and wife. Bolo Ram Ram Ram, Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram Ram Ram, Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram Ram Ram, Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram Ram Ram, Bolo the father and mother most lovingly escorted Parvati and Shiva and bid farewell. So as this Bharyat or Bharat is in Hindi language that we will recite, as this Bharyat is about to leave and they took all the gifts and joyfully went away to where? Where does Shiva and Parvati resides? Mount Kailash. Thank you, Dadaji. Where does Shiva and Parvati resides? Kailash. जाने वाले दुल्हन खुशी खुशी जाना लेके एक नाता नाता जाने जाना हमारे दिल को जाना भूलने जाना जाने वाले दुल्हन खुशी खुशी जाना लेके एक your wedding sanskar is now complete. The father and mother is now addressing them as they're leaving. You are ready to depart for your new home. Do maintain some kind of relationship with us. The father and the mother is asking the husband and wife now, Parvati and Shiva in this case, maintain some kind of relationship. Now that you're leaving, your mom and dad are in tears. You are now leaving us to go to your new home. Do not forget us. Message behind that this morning. Wherever you go as a husband and wife, remember there's a bond between you and your parents. You carry the DNA on the tip of your nose. 51% your mother, 49% your dad. I contested that and I lost the contest to my children. But the point I want to make today, do not forget your parents. Your parents are your earthly gods. Worship them. And this leads me to the final chopai before we bring this almost to a closure. A short story, but I want to give you a gist. This story can go on weeks and weeks, but this is only our time for a short period here this morning. Chopai. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Rama. जब ही शंभु कैलाश ही आए, सुर सब निज निज लोक सिधाए. No sooner had Shiva and Parvati Ma reached Kailash, all the devatas that who were there with him returned to their own spheres. Lord Shiva and Parvati, it is said according to Ramayan, it is said according to Shiva Puran, that they are the celestial parents of the world. Brings me to this beautiful, beautiful song that I want to share with you. If Shiva is the omniscient, omnipotent, Durga Bhavani Ma is the divine female consort, then who is Shiva? He Tripurari, He Gangadhari, Bhole Shankar. He Tripurari, He Gangadhari, Bhole Shankar. Basmarama, Bhatta Saha, He Kailash. ये तेरे भक्त विराजी, अकिया दर्शन के जाने, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे गंगाधारी, बोले शंकर, भक्त मरना, भक्त कहा, हे कैलाश निवासी, यादो कवि अविनाशी, ये तेरे भक्त विराजी, अकिया दर्शन के जाने, हे त्रिपुरारी, गंगाधारी. This last line before I go into something which you all know, because it leads me from one part to the next line. Ramayan gets sweet every time you listen. The more you listen, variations of story. All the pundits have come here to share their version. Today we bring love, humility, and devotion brings me this prayer to you this morning. Sudama Mandir. Doha finally speaks Charita Sindhu Girija Ramaya Vedana Pavahim Paru Bharanai Tulsidas. It says the exploits of Uma's Lord are like an ocean that's not even in the Vedas can song. Then, if the Vedas cannot song these exploits of Bhagavan Shiva, then how can Tulsidas succeed in describing Shiva? He succeeded by writing these lines for all of us. I need you to clap. I need you to sing. Let's all sing together to bring us to a closure this morning. Sri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukhura Sudhar ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर, रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, सुमति निहार सुमति के संगी, कर सदा वरण बिहार सुमेधा। सन कतहरण मंगल मूर्तिरु राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुरभूम अस्या भज रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु। प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो दुर्गा देवी की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की।
Brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for your listening pleasure. This is all the time we have to share with you. Before we ask Dadaji to say a couple words, personally, I want to ask Aruni, please come forward. I want to ask a couple of people who have been time and again in this society working hard behind the lines to get things done knowing without any benefit. This morning I want to take this opportunity and ask my sister-in-law Aruni Basant to present this certificate of appreciation. We gladly present a certificate of appreciation with a certificate of appreciation in honor of your outstanding service and dedication in the name of Vedic Sanatan Dharma to Sally Ramru. Sally, please come forward with a certificate of appreciation for us. Sally has been behind the scenes trying to make connections, to connect the dots, to make everything work at Sudama Mandir. It is unfair for us not to recognize her, the executive. So I want to take pride in behalf of all of you in Sanatan Dharma to present this certificate of appreciation to Sally. Next, I want to present a similar certificate to a gentleman who was young in his 60s and 70s, has blossomed as a teacher, has taught many of us Indian music in various temples in Guyana, moved to New Jersey, has done the same thing. Without further ado, I asked him to come all the way from New Jersey this morning. Devdat Bhai Devdat Ramkisun. Please stand and receive a certificate of appreciation from us. Devdat has been an ardent musician from the Indian Cultural Center in Guyana, learned music at the Indian Cultural Center, had a scholarship to go to India to continue but choose a teaching profession. And finally, to our drummer here this morning and his Dharmapatni at the last notice, Nirvana and Das, for coming out to accompany us in music year after year. They don't need no certification, they don't need no thanks. They just come out selflessly and serve. There are many of you who do the same thing, but this morning I want to recognize Das and Nirvana for receiving a certificate of appreciation for us. Thank you very much, Nirvana and Das, for coming selfless servants as all of you do in our. Thank you. Thank you, Aruni. Let's give Aruni a round of applause, please. Last but not least, I would like to thank Sudama Mandir, the executive and members, the hardworking members and executive of this Mandir, making connection the dots, making this Mandir have some pandit every Sunday. It is not easy to get people to come out here. We want to thank them for being here, thank them for having a beautiful environment for us. Thank you, the lovely people, our family, our Hindu family, DNA or otherwise, for being here. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I want to hand over the mic over to Dadaji, who have been ardently with me in puja this morning, making sure everything gets set up. I don't know his name, he's from Trinidad. Bhagwan ki kripa, Guru kripa, Guru darshan, Bhagwan darshan.
Respected Panditji, Pandit Sharma, we at Sudama Mandir is honored to have you here. We enjoy your service. Well done. You activate the whole crowd and have them well light up there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sitaram devotees. welcome to Sudama Mandir. We at Sudama Mandir appreciate everything you all doing for the past year or two, and today you all show your support. Thank you. Thank you. And to the musician, to the drummer, we have a lot of drummers, but we have the major drummer. And the singers, we have a lot of singers. Thank the singers, and you all did a great job. We appreciate that. Thank you. And for the Stroders, from your family, right? Yes, yeah. We want to thank you all for sitting and doing puja. Thank you. And we want to thank Game Raj and family for supplying food. Give them a round of applause. And thank Kumar for Parsad. And with that, I will call on a special guy to make a little more comment. I call on Pradeep. Anyway, my name is Ramsuk Maharaj.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ramsuk. Sitaram, everyone. We never go through the welcoming again. We had enough welcomes for today. But I was asked to say something. And I will start with the way Panditji started this morning's discourse. I don't speak Hindi. I understand a very little bit. But I understand when you talk about Hirday. And I believe you said that when we come to Mandir, we should come with open hearts. I've always told people in this temple and other places that I've visited, because I heard this from another Pandit a long, long time ago. Before you walk through the front doors, there's two sets of doors, right? Before you walk through the external doors, leave your troubles behind you. In fact, you should not have even had troubles, but if you do, and you brought them to the front door of the Mandir, then leave them there. You have a second chance to leave them in the vestibule between the two doors, but don't bring it inside the sanctity of the Mandir. Babaji talked about opening your hearts, because when we open our hearts and our minds, we then clear the path to receive something. And today, Panditji, we received a lot, quite a lot. I watched you on YouTube quite a lot, but when Sally told me, she called my wife and me and she said, and let me see if I get it right, I don't want to mess it up now, because God bless who gave you the name. Sarva Diyal, Prabhu Diyal, Visu Diyal? Is it all of those? God bless your parents and the Pandit who gave you those names. Because with a name like that, he should be able to deliver big time.
And his mom is here. His mom is here.
God bless you, Ma. And he definitely delivered today. So again, I always ask everybody, when you are leaving the Mandir, make sure you take, if you can't take everything, take one thing with you. So hopefully we got one little gem from what Panditji offered us here today. So I hope with that, everyone had a wonderful Sunday morning here at Sudama Mandir. And we welcome everyone. I know I'm seeing a lot of straight now. Everybody might say, I don't know that guy because he's not in this temple too often. I've been here for a long, long time. But I too live in New Jersey and it's not easy to cross two bridges to come here on a Sunday morning. But we do make it every now and then. But for those of you who are coming here for the first time today, and for those of you who have been here for a long, long time, God bless all of you, and we thank you for coming to Sudama Mandir. I like to see when we come here and we sit down, and if I get the chance to stand up and I look and see, there's just a little bit of sitting room. Love to see that, and we would love to have you continue to come to Sudama Mandir. To the executive committee, you guys have been here now in the committee for just a couple of years, but I see that you're getting the job done. The only ask, and I don't like to be negative, but the only ask that I have is, please continue to do what you're doing selflessly, not selfishly. We want to make sure that when we come here, we perform something. Whether we go and wash the dishes, we prepare the baby, we put flowers all around, we put the milk, the water, everything, we set up the baby. We want to do that from here and not from just, I am doing it because I want somebody to recognize me for doing it. If we are coming to temple to be recognized, we should think twice about that. I am being blunt. I'll tell you why. I might have a little bit of authority in this temple. People might not agree with me. But I've been here for a long, long time, back in the 90s. And we want to make sure that we keep this place going the way it is today. We want to make sure we keep it going. Please, don't think that every time you lift your hand to do something, somebody has to say thank you for doing that. That's not what Shiva is all about. Don't want to leave on a negative note, but Sally was recognized today, Panditji, and we thank you for that. Sally has been the voice of the temple for a few years now, together with everybody else, because she consults. She talks to everyone. I know this because we talk. She talks to my wife. She talks to me every now and then. We know she talks, and you mentioned it. She reaches out to pundits left, right, and center to make sure that on the Sunday morning when we are here, there is a learned person, more learned than you, than all of us here, who can give us a message that we can take back with us. Go home. If we have family at home who didn't make it to Mandir, share it with them. Go to work tomorrow, share it with a friend or somebody at the coffee station, the water station. Share it with them. This way we will keep Sanatan Dharma going. Because if we don't, even though we have 1.2 billion Hindus in India, if we don't keep it going, it will go down. So we want to make sure that we propagate Hindu culture as much as we can. I thank everyone, and especially this executive committee. I thank you all for doing a fantastic job, all of you. Ramsukh Maharaj, he's the president, and he's doing a wonderful job here at Sudama Mandir as well. Babaji, thank you. Safe journeys back home. I guess you're spending time with family. Enjoy your time in New York.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Freddy. Say, give him a round of applause. He's a long-time member of Sudama Mandir since 1919. I can't remember what date. And Panditji, I apologize. I couldn't pronounce your whole name. And luckily, I did do it, and Pradeep did it. So thank you. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you someday again. Make date with Sally, and she will have you here again sometime. And anyone celebrating their birthday today?
Well, I want to take the opportunity in the presence of everybody. How many minutes more we have?
Take a few minutes to use your conscience.
I would like to do, my mom has come a long way from being the Queen of Victoria State. And if you know where Victoria is and who is Queen Victoria, she is from that village, so she happens to be one of the queen of that estate in Guyana. She took the time to send us out to Trinidad. All of our brothers, we are 5 brothers. 4 of us went to Trinidad, and we spent sporadic times there and then, and our 2 sisters, to make sure we got the training that is required from us in Trinidad with Professor Alish out in Aranguez in San Juan. I stayed quite a few times in Aruca, 5 Rivers, in Cunupia, in Tacarigua, and this is where actually in Tacarigua, where I first learned Ramayan, with a fellow by the name of Baliram Maharaj. So this is where Ramayan spurs this lubricating love for me in devotion. My dad taught me the rest, and my grandparents, I inherited a little bit of them from them being Pandits also. I would like to sing a little birdie, or shall we all sing together? Happy birthday, she's celebrating 91 in just a couple of days. And also to my niece in Barbados, Suri, is celebrating Patanjali, her birthday also in Barbados, and today is her birthday. So shall we all sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I want to thank everybody who would have participated by donating food to making sure everybody's taking care, prasadam and everything. I want to thank Bhakti TV who's streaming us live in Trinidad, and this is going on globally. You can follow us on Facebook live stream and by name of Pandit Sarva Dayal Bisundial, or also on YouTube for rebroadcast. We have it there going on for everybody to review and look at a later time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for hosting us.
Okay, before we start for Arti, I will want to call my senior board of directors for just for 2 minutes to say something. He's from Quarantine, Guyana. Call him and Jaya. Mr. Jaya. Mr. Jaya.
Quarantine. Quarantine.
Sitaram devotees, and just again I say welcome to Sudama Mandir and all of you. If you're coming for the first time, we hope to see you again. Let's put it on your calendar. Panditji, your message was so refreshing. The method and the style, give everybody high energy. Really, we really appreciate it. I'd love to see you here again. My brother Pradeep said basically everything I want to say, so I'm not going to just try to change that. But I just want to say, after Aarti, please take your seats. Food will be distributed, prasad will be distributed, and then if you want to eat or anything, step to the back and have the portion back there. No salt food is allowed to eat in the mandir, and everything will be distributed to you. Thank you very much, Mandir. We'd love to see you again. We can stand for Aarti.
यानि कानि जपापानि जन्मन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ते दक्षिणाप्रदेशे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्तजनों के Shiva, I give you the greatest blessings for relationship, for your health. The energy of Agni Devata. Give you energy to perform your daily responsibilities, and everything happens in their team. Gajananam bhutaganaadi sevitam kapitra jambho malachar bhakshanam उमासुतं शोक विनाशिकारकं नमामि विघ्ने स्वरपारकं लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुख संपदं मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिः त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिमवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दना निखिलोऽस्म्यामा त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवते त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवते शोभिवा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमो नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमो नमः ओम जौ शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथ्वी शांति आकाश शांति औषधे शांति वनस्पते शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वगम शांति शांतिरेवा शांति सामा शांतिरेवि ओम शांति 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 प्रेम से गणपति भगवान की प्रेम से धरती माता की प्रेम से लक्ष्मी माता की प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की शिव शंकर भगवान की शिव शंकर भगवान की वैदिक सनातन धर्म की राम मंदिर की सब संतन की जय जय सीताराम ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. Please take your arti, take your panchamrit, take your prasadam. There's bhojan prepared for everybody. Please partake and please come again and join and support this mandir. Thank you very much. Krishna. Rukmini Maya.
Okay.
Ganda umur.
Oh, that was a no, you have to be short one. Oh, Krishna,
That's why.
We're more than just a supermarket at Super Quality. Want organic food stored